Hey guys, Skypoint here. Now I'd originally been hoping that my next video was going to be something really cool with Blood Angels, but unfortunately my luck at getting Blood Angels cards has been pretty bad, so I don't have the right cards to make a good collection. However, while I was sitting there thinking what on earth can I do for my next video, I had a nice suggestion come up on Discord that someone was looking to see if there's a way to do a good Chaos Spawn deck. So I spent most of the day trying to figure out how to make Chaos Spawn play out well. And I tried a couple of builds and I came across one which seems to be working. I've been climbing up the rankings from around 3,400 to 3,700, pretty much playing just Chaos Spawn, and I wanted to share that deck with you today. So here's the deck itself. So let me talk through it as usual, and then we're going to take a look at a couple of matches against various warlords. So one thing to bear in mind is its Chaos Spawn is a neutral warlord. So although it has a great ability, if you look at it over here, you get sneak attack, which is amazing, and then you also, for 2 energy, can put a Chaos Spawn in play, and a Chaos Spawn is a 3 attack, 3 health demon, so that's actually pretty cool. Alright, but its deck is actually weak because it only gets to draw from the neutral cards, and those are, although there's some very good cards in there, the neutral cards are very rarely better than their Space Marine equivalents. So as a result, this deck has one of the highest number of legendary cards of any deck I put together for regular play. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legendary cards kicking around in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look through the deck. But even before I talk through the cards, just want to talk about a little bit of the concept. I tried a couple of Chaos Spawn decks with sort of balanced energy curves and actually gave up. Like, look at this deck. It's almost entirely weighted towards 5+ energy cost cards, right? There's very few which are cheaper. I'll talk about those in a moment. And the reason for that is one of the biggest weaknesses of neutral decks is they have trouble with hard removal. And hard removal is needed for a couple of reasons. Sometimes there's some very high health late energy game units, but quite a lot of the times there's a whole bunch of mid-game units with high enough health to be annoying and also high enough attack or special abilities that you really want to get rid of them. And so among the cards which can be useful for this, one of my favorites, which I've discovered now, is Malcador's Observer. This does a couple of cool effects. It draws a card for you, which is generally worth around 2 energy. And on top of that, it deals damage equal to the cost of the card to an enemy troop. So, with most decks you wouldn't include this, because with most decks you need to have a balanced energy curve with cheap units to play in early game and to play to use up your energy in late game, as well as more expensive units. And Malcador's Observer, well, if you draw a cheap unit, it's kind of terrible. Or a cheap card, rather, it's kind of terrible. Alright. But Chaos Spawn has a trick up its sleeve. You don't need to worry about cheap cards because you can basically play one straight out of your warlord every turn. So what I've done is I made a deck where the general strategy is to do nothing but spawn my warlord ability for the, well, spam my warlord ability for the first couple of turns, and then I can start playing more expensive cards, and that means that Malcador's Observer can actually get some good mileage out of this deck. Alright, so let's talk through the deck. We start off with my only couple of cheap cards. There's 5 of them in total. Ambassador Melgator is sort of your get out of jail quickly card. He has a few synergies with a few other cards, which I'll talk about in a bit. Curze is your healer. He's probably your main healer in this deck. With Chaos Spawn, when you only have 25 health, you're generally playing an aggressive game. Yes, you don't take any damage when you're attacking, but 25 health is quite low. You need some healing, but if you pack too much healing, you'll get stuck into a long game where Chaos Spawn doesn't do well either. So Curze is actually a good combo between the two. You can drop him on the board, you can use him for heals, or in a pinch you can use him to attack with as well. Goldstone's Hunters are there for a nice little damage boost with their fast ability. They will bail you out of trouble quite a lot. Jubak Starsight is there mostly as a defensive unit. You've kind of forced the enemy to take action to take him out and not hit your warlord while he's on the board. And as an added bonus, he has this neat little ability which will help to give you more cards to play. Alright, then for everything which follows, Malcador's Observer. So this is a really great card. As you can tell, most cards in this deck will give Malcador's Observer a good dose of mileage, so this works out nicely. We have a pair of defense satellites. These are one of my main anti-stealth abilities. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck with them, but there's enough area damage in this deck that you're kind of hoping that it'll do the job. Speaking of enough area damage, we've got Rain of Fire, which is your second area damage ability. Deal 1 damage to all enemies twice. You're kind of hoping that between Rain of Fire and defense satellites, you can damage most of the troublesome stealth units that hit the board. We also have Sea Wreck, which is one of the best chaos cards. It's got decent stats but a fantastic backlash ability. It gives you another card and discounts the cost of that card, and that card is a demon, which tend to be pretty powerful, although they come with energy maintenance. Okay, next up, Sigma Phi. These guys are really important. Again, because neutral decks do not have any hard removal, the next best thing to hard removal is jamming those annoying troops to get rid of their special abilities. So you normally want to sit on your Sigma Phi until something really tough hits the board, and you can use Sigma Phi to pull a tricky one on it. Skitarii Protector is the third of the pair of anti-stealth cards we have. Yes, it is a front line, but again, the main time you want to try to play this guy is when the enemy has a powerful stealth troop on the board. Next up, Duke Mordecai, one of the best 5 energy cost cards in the game. So with 4 attack and 7 health, he's respectable as a combat troop. He's got this fantastic energy ability, but the best part is because he's so dangerous, he also effectively acts as a frontline troop. Your enemy will throw a lot at trying to take out Duke Mordecai. So that he can serve several purposes. Because he has 4 attack, he also has great synergy with Ambassador Melgator, because Melgator can bounce Mordecai back to your hand if he's poisoned or given a secret order or something like that. Of course, I forgot to mention, Melgator has great synergy with Ekra Trez too, as you can bounce Ekra Trez into your hand as he's close to dying and he can be played out again. Firewalkers. These guys work very well with Chaos Spawn. They can give your Warlord +1 attack, and Chaos Spawn with 3 attack and sneak attack can actually take out a fair number of troublesome troops who are on the board that way. Manifest Destiny, think of this as a healing card. Try and hold on to it until late game when you hopefully have the energy free to play it and it's not going to slow down your gameplay too much, and it'll bail you out, give you a couple more turns to try and win the match. 204th Cohort, these guys, I'm still kind of torn about whether to include them. I just like having the ability to drop a couple of frontline units. I don't like the health, that they only have 3 health. I'd generally be happier with a higher health front line, but for the time being, I'll leave these guys in. I keep thinking I want to replace them with maybe Ogre Sergeants, but I'm undecided. Chimu 25, this is a neat little card. It's partly there to heal your Warlord, but a lot of the times you want to use it to also try and make sure the troops you have on the board stick around for longer, and you can get them healed up nicely with that. Earthsea Malevolus, he's there to take out some troublesome enemy vehicle units, so he bails you out of trouble a fair number of times as well. Doombringers, these guys are great. Area damage, anti-stealth as a result. Shame about their health, but they'll always inflict at least 2 damage to all of the enemies, so it's a nice little card. It's one of my favorite neutral cards in the game, in fact. Coriel Zeth, also very, very powerful card, especially if you have the initiative, which you hopefully will with Chaos Spawn. You can play Coriel Zeth before the enemy starts playing their high health 8 energy units, and Coriel Zeth with her shield can probably destroy at least one tough enemy before taking damage herself. And the last card we have here is Apotheosis. Only one of these because hopefully you're not spending too much time in the 10 energy turns, and again it can give you that little bit of health and extra damage to just tip you over the edge. Alright, enough talk. Let's go ahead and see how this deck does. We're going to be showing it in action against four warlords. 2 of them are going to be Primarch level, so we're going to face Conrad Curze, followed by Ulrich Brandt, and then we're also going to see us against Corrine, the annoying magpie of the Orphans of War, as well as against Sevatar. Okay, with that, let's kick off with the first match against Conrad Curze. In general, the cards you start with don't really matter too much. I know I definitely want Doombringer against Night Lords because of area damage, so I'm going to keep that. Dewback Starsight might steal a useful card for me, and Firewalkers is always handy, so I'm actually going to be okay. I will plan to spend my first couple of turns just generating Chaos Spawns anyway. There we go. So there's my little Chaos Spawn. Conrad Curze does his usual first turn move and attacks me. He knows he has a 15 health point advantage over me, and in common with many aggressive Warlord players, he's going to try and use that as much as possible. In the meantime, my plan is to throw out loads of troops to compensate. Okay, Mercy and Forgiveness, meaning he's going to be trying to really hit me down hard. There we go, 2 strong hits on me. And okay. So I can now hit him once with my demon, hit him again with my second demon. He's now coming out with Dirty Fighter, which is going to allow him to kill another one of my demons without taking any damage. Oh, look at that. He's going for a board clear. He bounces 1 Chaos Spawn back to hand. He hits me once. And he goes for my other demon. So far, he's done 8 points of damage to me, but with all the demons I had out there, I've done 14 points of damage back to him. Alright, here comes the Firewalkers, and I can go and hit him again. So I've done 17 points of damage to him by this stage, while he's done 8 points to me. Now that's a good move. He was able to get my Firewalkers off the board. And again, he's continuing to try to press that health advantage over me, trying to beat me down. I've now lost 12 points of health, but he's lost 21. Alright, let's start bringing in a Chi Mu. I would normally want to save that for when I can heal a unit as well. But Chi Mu has a respectable amount of health itself, so I can live with that. Okay, that's not surprising. That's a usual move by Night Lords around this energy cost, so we can leave that there. Then he's continuing to attack me. Alright, so what do we do next? We heal ourselves a bit more. I'm running low on health, but so is he. At 7 energy, I think there's quite few ways he could actually kill me in one turn, but we're getting close to the end game here. Already he's using his Terror ability from the Dreadnought to just kill my vehicle without taking any damage in return. Yeah, alright, and he's continuing to come after me. Alright. That Dreadnought has to go, otherwise it's going to do me a lot of damage to me. So here's what we'll do. We're going to drop one of my Doombringers. We can throw my Chi Mu into him. And now continue to hit the enemy Warlord. There's some mass damage. Now I'm completely expecting that Doombringer to die this turn. He can make a flank attack onto it. Yep, there we go. Bye-bye, Doombringer. And is he going to hit me 2 more times? Okay, he's going to cut down my health. But he's not going for the attack. He knows he's too low on health to do that now. Alright, here's another Doombringer. We're going to attack him. He's down to 5 health. He's getting really close to being able to trigger his transformation. I have to kill him in the next turn. Fortunately, it's easy. As long as he doesn't have a front line, I can win because I've got a defense satellite and he's on 3 health. He's really trying to clear out my board presence. He knows if he can live one more turn, he can turn into Night Hunter and probably win. But he's not going to get that one turn. Here's a defense satellite to wreck his day. 4 damage, of course. Even if that did 1 damage, I could have attacked him directly and won. Alright, so that was the win against Conrad Curze. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ulrich Brandt then, the Primarch equivalent for Orphans of War. Alright, again, the starting cards of starting hand of cards doesn't matter so much. 5 energy is a good point to be at, so I'll accept that. As before, I'm going to spend my first couple of turns just throwing out Chaos Bonds. So he goes ahead. He's trying to take that off the board. He realizes it's going to try and attack. Oh no, he's going for the Ashen Claw. He just removes it immediately. Wow. Alright, well, he took 3 damage and there's plenty more Chaos Spawns where that came from, so he can have another one. Alright, Ebon Drake. And that hits me, so now he gets a Salamander. And this time he took no damage. That's a little unfortunate. You know what this calls for, right? Another Chaos Spawn. There we go. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, that Chaos Spawn actually survived. I thought he was going to try and attack and kill it. Let's keep throwing out more spawns. Because you do have to pay the maintenance on those, I wasn't able to drop C-Rec like I originally thought. Oh wow, bonus health, alright. Coming into a... Ooh, and he attacks me as well. Painful. I'm on 21 health. I've lost 4 health, but he has lost 10 health despite his healing. So let's go ahead and bring out C-Rec. Even if he dies, he'll give me a demon, which will be useful. Let's keep the pressure going on little old Ulrich Brandt there. Okay, that's the Raven Guard brand Nev generated. Okay, down to 1 health. Is he killing that guy or not? Nope, he is going for bonus health to everyone. Alright, well, let's see what demon I get. I get a... Ooh, a Beast of Fire. Yes, please. Let's put that down. And since he enjoyed the first C-Rec so much, here's a second one. More pressure going down on Ulrich Brandt. He's lost 13... Actually, not 13. He's lost 8 points of health. I'm wrong. Whoops. I've lost 4. He's lost 8. Okay, he's trying to take down the Beast. Is he going to kill it altogether, or will I get to attack once with it? No, he's going for the kill. And then extra health for his guy. Yep, he's healing himself, taking some extra health in. Alright, we're at 8 energy. So I have a couple of choices here. I'm going to drop Coriel Zeth because I'm expecting Cadmius Tyro to come out soon. Plus, I'm hoping that when Coriel Zeth dies, she can kill Brand Nev with her. He's going ahead and dropping Auras Lidric and a Apothecary Norn. Lots of stealth out there now. Ooh, Urvi Malevolus. I'll sit on him for later. Let's go ahead and get the most annoying troops off the board. I've got 9 energy to spend here. I'm going to go ahead and drop Duke Mordecai. And may as well go with Jubak Starsight. Nothing to do with Keth, so I will Coriel Zeth, so I'll just attack him directly. Ooh, here comes Garuda. He is going for the stun. And shooting, leaving her on 1 health, which is going to make it easy for Brand Nev to kill her next turn, I guess. Bonus survivor on his warlord. He's got survivor 7 now. Alright, but fortunately, Jubak had bailed me out quite nicely over there. Oh great, I get a demon now too. Seducer is awesome. Okay. Anyway, as I said, Jubak Starsight had bailed me out quite nicely by giving me Left for Dead. So Coriel Zeth comes back to my hand. Let's drop Skitarii Protector so I can actually see Brand Nev over there. Attack him with Duke Mordecai and finish him off with the Seducers. Perfect. Lastly, kill Apothecary Norn and let Jubak give me another card. Ooh, Moritat Cyrus. Nice. Alright, here comes the jam. He's jamming Duke Mordecai. And he's giving his troop Survivor. And is he going for extra health as well? Yep, extra health. Alright. And a perfect invisible guy. Fortunately, I have the exact cure for this situation. Attack Duke Mordecai, leaving a guy on 1 point of health with 1 point of Survivor, and Rain of Fire will finish him off completely in those circumstances. Let's drop Moritat Cyrus and start setting him up for the finish line. Cool. Alright. Ooh, nice. A Doombringer copy as well. I've got 2 Doombringers in my deck, so that actually gives me 3 Doombringers in total. Alright, Barabbas Dantiok hits the board. Okay, so I'm going to bring out my Coriel Zeth with flank now. Give Barabbas Dantiok sentenced. Hit him with Coriel Zeth. With the sentence, cuts him down and triggers a Survivor, and then I can finish him with my Warlord, because I take no damage when attacking. And Jubak gives me another card. Hey, look at that, it's Cadmus Tyro. Nice. Informant Network to damage everyone and make my guy visible. He doesn't like sentencing, I think. Which is funny, because he included him in his deck. Oh well. Wow, look at that, Survivor 12. You don't see that very often. But, okay, there's Cadmus Tyro. Survivor 12 is not going to be enough. I forgot to put the sentence on first, but still, the point is mute. Attack with my Warlord, trigger Survivor, cuts him to 10 health, and then attack with Coriel Zeth for the finishing move. Okay, so that was a win against Ulrich Brandt then. And so that was 2 Primarchs. Now we're going to take a look at 2 non-Primarch Warlords. The first of those is Kirat Nerine from the Orphans of War. Or as I call him, that annoying magpie, because he just steals her things. Well, I suppose he doesn't steal them anymore, he copies them. He's still pretty annoying. Let's go ahead and take a look at that fight. Alright. Again, the starting cards you get aren't that important. As long as you have at least 1 5 energy card, you're usually pretty okay. Let's hit done. Alright, so he goes ahead and copies a card from me. Hooray, how original. Alright, let's go ahead and give him a demon. Chaos Bond number 1. Ugh, that troop is so annoying because they have Survivor and they go sacrifice, they go back to your hand, so you have to kill them on your own turn. Fortunately, I take no damage when attacking them, at least to my Warlord, so that's all good. He's using Ashen Claw to finish off my little demon, and he's going to try and copy another card out of my deck. Oh yeah, there we are. Now this is one of the problems with this deck. It's kind of weak in the 4 energy turn. I'm going to go ahead and create a demon, but that still leaves me with 2 energy left. And that demon has 1 health. Oh no, invisible sentencer. That's not good. 5 energy. I am going to go ahead and... My original plan here was to set up a combination of defense satellites followed by Rain of Fire next turn to finish off his board. But this works out nicely too. 25% chance of that happening, I guess. Alright, so he attacks me, copies a card. Okay, here's a Goldstone. Nice. So I've lost 5 points of health so far, but he has lost 7. Ooh, Malkador's Observer. That'll be useful. Let's go ahead, drop C-Rec, and finish off his board presence. Okay, what's he bringing out next? Okay, he's bouncing C-Rec back to my hand. Abandoned Supplies. Now I have to watch it. He's come in at this point in the game onwards. Cadmius Tyro might make an appearance. He gave me Sentinel, but I was kind of worried of getting close to overdrawing cards anyway, so I'm not too bothered. So let's go ahead, drop another C-Wreck, and go ahead and create a demon. Oh, that's a very good move by him. So he goes ahead and attacks me, and he has a 50% chance of wiping out C-Wreck. Works out for him. C-Wreck is destroyed and gives me a Beast of Fire, which is a worthy trade, I guess. Okay, what next? I think it's pretty simple. What's next? We're going to drop Firewalkers between my Warlord and my unit. And on the other side, we're going to drop Beast of Fire. Now I can attack and do 7 points of damage to him. So overall, he has now lost 14 points of health while I've only lost 7. It's starting to turn around. He's going to go ahead and take out my Beast of Fire. That's fine. What else is he doing? Okay, he's dropping some frontline defenses.
I need your supplies.
Alright, this is where I'm going to drop Duke Mordecai to deal with Cadmius Tyro if he pops out. Orphans of War suffer a little bit with hard removal. And we're going to just go ahead and that's it. Again, when we have 4 energy left, we have very few options with this deck. Uh-oh, so that's not good. Duke Mordecai is now poisoned. Alright. So, what I'm going to do here is attack with Duke Mordecai. Next, I'm going to use my Warlord to kill that poisoning guy. Use Ambassador Melgator to bounce Duke Mordecai back to my hand. And lastly, since this guy loves Duke Mordecai so much, play him back where he was, now without poison, and back at full health. Well, I guess he had the same idea. Technically, let's take a look. What's he getting up to? Yeah, technically I could, I think, use Duke Mordecai to bounce Melgator back to my hand and then play Duke Mordecai again, but I need to take out this poisoning guy. We'll first hit it with Malcador's Observer, which does some damage. Then we will finish him off. Now attack with Duke Mordecai against the enemy Warlord. And lastly, play a Sigma Phi. I could have played any 5 energy unit, but I'm saving Skitarii Protector in case he drops another stealth guy. Oh, Barabbas Dantioch pops out again. Oh, nice, but I do get Apotheosis. Let's drop Coriel Zeth and start trying to keep the pressure on him. This is a bit of a gamble. Like, I thought he might try and go for me. Instead, I think he's kind of hoping the attacking Coriel Zeth will not kill Dantioch. Okay, and he lucked out. Dantioch lives, which means he gets another bunker next turn. And for good measure, he's totally wiping out my board presence. Okay, now I had a couple of options of what I could do here, but I was just going to use Rain of Fire, followed by Goldstone's Hunters to take out the bunker, and then I can attack Dantioch and kill him directly with my Warlord because I take no damage in return. So I'm now ahead of the enemy on health. He goes ahead and takes out Goldstone, leaving him on 8 energy. And he drops some kind of troop guy. Okay, I respond with Malcador's Observer, which does 6 points of damage, which means my Warlord can attack and finish that troop. And that actually leaves enough energy to now drop Skitarii Protector. I'm getting close to endgame. I don't want to sit on him for too long. Apothecary Norn again. Oh, that's not good. That's a Ancient Kagran. That's a tough vehicle. This looks like a job for Urtzi. So Urtzi wipes him out. And I keep the pressure going here. I can attack with my front line. I can attack with my Warlord. And lastly, I can throw in 3 more strength attack from goldstones. And now Corrine is on 2 health.
Such audacity!
Okay, he's using Apotheosis to try and bail himself out of trouble. But he realizes he's basically, it was over at that point. So the match is about to end. I just want to show him that I too have Apotheosis, so there we go. So I end this match back up on 20 health, only 5 health below where I started, and finish him off. So that one was satisfying, very satisfying I thought. I find every match against Corrine to be very satisfying. And now for the last match which I have with Chaos Spawn today, it's against Sevatar. So Sevatar, of course, is a very aggressive warlord, so making sure I've got units on the board is very important. Luckily, I did start with the initiative, so I'm not going to take a 3 attack hit in the first turn. Let's go ahead and drop a little demon, bro. Sevatar goes ahead, he drops Dirty Fighter for a free hit on me. Not ideal, but it could be worse. Okay, let's create another demon over here on the other side and now attack him directly. This should slow him down from making 3 strength attacks at me. Alright, demon is ready to go. Let's enter the 4 energy turn with 1 demon in play. I can actually just drop another demon pretty much and go and keep attacking him. So I've lost 4 points of health so far. He has lost 8. Okay. He is really not keen to get hit for 3 by my demon, even if it means hitting me for 4 with his. 5 energy a turn, and that basically means Trez and a demon. Again, I did that because against Sevatar, I want as many troops as possible. Not that all those troops help protect me. I've lost 12 points of health. He's also lost 12 points, but of course I had only 25. Alright, let's drop C-Rec. Still can't really heal with Ekra. I don't have enough energy for that. Let's try and make him feel the pressure. So now he's lost 17 points of health, and I have lost actually 14. Okay, I've lost 21. Okay, that invisible troop could be a problem, so this is a good time to drop Skitarii Protector. I can use my demon to kill that guy and heal myself with Ekra Trez. Now I'm on 12 health, and he has no board presence, and C-Rec is attacking him. And my Warlord is attacking him, so he's got 10 health left and no board presence. He's using Breach to wipe out my front line, but okay, that's a pretty expensive card, Breach, at this point. It was 3 out of his 7 energy. Goldstone Hunters to try and take out my 4 attack guy, which gives me a Beast of Fire. And he goes ahead and attacks me again. Ooh, neat. Apotheosis. That'll be cool. Let's go ahead and drop 204th Cohort, and then also let's drop Beast of Fire, who will hopefully be protected by the cohort. Attack with my Medic, and attack with my Warlord. Sevatar's down to 4 health. Ooh, he has a front line. What do I have? Okay, I've got a Goldstone Hunter. That's not bad. Let's drop Goldstones. He's on 4 health. The Beast of Fire takes him out, and now he's dead meat. My frontline troops can attack him, and I have at this point won this game. Okay, so I hope you guys found that video fun and helpful in case you want to play Chaos Spawn. Just to round off with again, here's my deck. Now, if you don't have all the same gold cards, honestly, just put in the most high threat units you can, which is going to try and distract the enemy from attacking you and get him to go after your units. So for example, if you don't have Coriol Zeth or Urtzi Malevolus, a really good one which I love to do is to play from at 8 energy from the Imperial Army deck. Where's it gone? 8 energy, there we go. I love to play Lernia Hydra because it messes with enemy tactics. I wouldn't go with Ogryn Sergeant because it relies on your Sergeant getting hurt, and similarly not Terra Knight Squad. Other good units include, where's it gone? Lambda Zeta 01, Lucas Chrome, Neutron Irradiator. Yeah. Voltarax is a good one you could keep as well. Just watch out for its self-explosion. Alright, anyhow, as I said, I hope you found this video helpful. I will be hopefully making more videos on the weekend. And so until then, I'll see you on the battlefield, guys. Bye for now.